and Jack Maidment. That's your first row. James Becker and Melissa Adrian are next, with Daniel Knight and JJ Hind. Cameron Davey and Bradley House share row 4. We've got Harvey Quick and Isaac Reynolds on row 5. Luke Evans and Grace Lee Davis on row 6, with Joshua Priest and Jacob Hobbs next. Alexander Colentiano shares with Jamie Burt. Sam White and Taylor England. Ryan Sayers and Elliot Surtees. Ethan Farrell and Nathan Jensen. Ellis Beattie, Billy Vogt. Ethan Wyatt shares with Jamie Green. And then we've got Arthur Thacker, Harvey Murden, Shane Downer and Ollie Varney, with Brody Skinner and Nathan Traverse running off a 32 kart field of senior Rotax. Lots of senior Rotax, haven't they?
I'm pushing the button. I'm pushing just slightly over the heart. You know the switch I'm flicking, Joe. I'm keeping a bit.
The switch.
My fingers a bit.
See,
bit
that was why in the olden days, when it was a switch, couldn't get it wrong.
No, you couldn't. Do you a Supersonic program?
Supersonic? No.
I can't mind it now because it's too close to start the race.
We're about to start.
I wouldn't mind at some point.
We've got a spaced out field though, Nick, and I'm not sure we're going to have time to form them up.
We might have our first
full start. Yeah, delayed start. Although they are going to gather up. It's a good pace by
a couple of stragglers.
Jack Maitland and James Becker. No, they're all in. Oh, we have got a straggler there.
Let them struggle.
Yeah, we are getting underneath. We can't see whether or not we've got any flags, but we are.
They're happy.
They're happy indeed. The stragglers will have to catch up into turn 1. Pit bend. We've got a kart stopping on the inside there. Half a spin. Not quite sure who that was, but the rest of the field with the number 17, Jack Maidment.
Leading, yeah. But it was interesting because what happened when you say that half spin, lost all momentum in the middle of turn 1 and just backed up about 9 of the other karts in the field because they had nowhere to go. Really busy into Always this time round. I think 14 karts are trying to be ahead at the moment.
Yeah, everybody was in 5th, it looked like. Top 3, first 4 already through Rapid Bend and then into the hangar.
We've got a yellow flag.
Oh, somebody off there. I think that was the 3rd place kart. Is that Melissa Adrian? We'll find out who that was. And I'm not quite sure what happened there. Just lost the back end. Oh, there's Melissa Adrian in 2nd, so it wasn't Melissa. Jack Maidman, Melissa Adrian, Bradley Howes, Luke Evans, Harvey Quick, Daniel Knight, Billy Vogt, Taylor England, Jacob Hobbs and Harvey Murden, your top 10.
Well, don't forget our last broadcast was the Melissa Adrian benefit, wasn't it? Down at the Fullbeck Club.
Oh yeah, the Gearbox Festival.
Yeah, she won every single race and the final.
She did. She really was at home at Fullbeck, wasn't she?
Proper smoke up in there from the lead. I think he actually locked up the rear end. Oh, at the inside there, changed for 2nd place, and up through comes, I think, Bradley Howes, past Adrian. Howes with the white helmet there, Adrian with the red and white. Helmet you love, of course.
It was James Becker who had that spin at Hangar. From 3rd on the grid for James. He's now down to 30th, would you believe? It's 30 starters, not 32.
I think it's an interesting point. The track temperature is not high. The air temperature is sunny, but the air temperature is about 13. And they are getting 2/3 of the lap warm up. So I think no one's anywhere near where they want to be tyre-wise, probably till halfway around that tour of running, even at the end of lap 2.
Yeah, maybe even into lap 3. I would say I would be lap 3 when they really are feeling the kart underneath them. Up until that point, a little bit of inconsistent grip from the front and rear. The front will it'll heat up because you can induce the heat into the front end by the steering.
Adrian's lost the place again at the same time. She's lost the place going around
Luke
Penn.
Evans.
2 laps in a row. She's not let that one go easily though. She's going to have a bit of a scrap with him back. There they are, sweeping round in 3rd and 4th. We've got 3 sets of pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6. But the leaders now getting together. And that is 17 and 30. The Howes now looking quite racy. They go into turn 1.
Down the inside, very racy indeed, lining up, but it's going to be a switch back coming, side-by-side action. No, settles back in. So Jack Maidman, discretion the better part of valour, and Bradley Howes has gone through. Howes now leading onto the back straight with Maidman just dropping off the rear bumper already just after 2 corners, but that was a textbook move into pit bend, wasn't it? It's a very, very fast entry, and then you've just got to hang on to that cart, get it back on the power, and hopefully you can keep your foot in as you get around it. Reminds me of Gerrard's at Mallory Park. That one, it's so fast.
It's Gerrard's bottom corner.
It's the big sweeping one after the start, yeah.
When Dixie tight hairpin.
When do I go flat?
I broke down at Mallory.
Is that on the way out?
No, I was coming into the hairpin and my rear brake of the bike locked up solid. and I literally the whole thing just looked clear. The brake kind of.
And you were straight on.
No, just stopped.
Oh.
Because I wasn't going massively fast because you were kind of braking. It was just before the braking period. You felt like you lost all the power because your rear wheel was not moving. By locked on, it was like really going slowly. And then, oh God, what's going wrong here? Luckily, it was a brake. It was a 10p fix in half an hour. But it was like, what's going on with this bike? Anyway, that's my Mallory Park story.
Yeah, that's Mallory Park stories coming thick and fast. There's a bit of movement in the order there. Just making a move into the dog leg. It's the number 24 moving up. Harvey Quick moving ahead of Melissa Adrian. Down to sixth. Bradley House started in 8th place and has moved up to first and has got a lead of just under half a second from Jack Maidment. Luke Evans third still. Billy Vogt moving up the order from 24th. Billy Vogt in half a race distance, half a heat distance, has gone from 24th to 4th. So keep an eye on that number 37.
There are a few walking wounded actually. We've lost about 3 or 4 carts already. Weird. Super reliable so far, but can happen. Up they come across the line now. So House, as you can see, he's got half a second on Maidment. Maidment's got about half a second on Evans. And Evans has got 7/10 on Voigt. So they come through. So Voigt now, 7/10 back in 4th place. It's Quick Adrian, England, Knight, Harvey Murden, and Olivine brings up 10th place.
Yeah, Olivani just inside the top 10. They're getting by Elliot Surtees, dropping Elliot just outside the top 10 as Billy Vogt's progress has been stifled somewhat. As I say that, he now moves on to the rear bumper of Luke Evans, and it's become a bit of a 4-cart, I wouldn't say train there, Nick. They're equally spaced out, aren't they? The first 4.
Procession.
It's a 4-place procession.
It may well change in the next 2 minutes in actual that, but they are all equidistant effective at the moment and not in a position to be able to challenge each other without something very dungy. So the second and third are the closest, I think.
But Billy loses the ground. He makes up ground here. We're talking about the yellow helmet in 4th place there, just coming into the picture now at the back of this train. And he makes ground on Luke Evans here and for the rest of the lap. But then when he comes out of Hanger Hairpin and down towards the dogleg, that gap then extends back to where it was. So maybe a bit of straight line speed or... Now he's lost the. He kind of gets close enough to kind of tag a hook to the back of Luke Evans, but by the time we get here, he's lost it again. So that's a bit of an anomaly. Bradley House, Jack Maidment, Luke Evans, Billy Vogt.
I think Vogt running a higher tyre pressure.
Maybe.
His tyres on.
Well, he's
in the field, and now he's toughening a little bit.
He wanted them to switch on very, very quickly, and you know what? Now. Mission accomplished. 24th to 4th. He's got to be happy with that. Doesn't matter how much of he's struggling for pace quite now. Just behind Billy is Harvey Quick. This are all very spaced out at the front. The main action is going on down the field. We'll try and pick up on something down the field for Paul to pick up on.
Let's just watch the car over start finish. Let's watch them all run through. We'll get an idea of the various spaces they go across.
I'll give us some.
There's only 2 laps to go, Joe, so we need to kind of have a look at the front. But let's just see if as the field goes around. It is very equidistantly split. You've got practically the second, third on the closest anyway.
Yeah.
You've got a battle there for, was that 6th and 7th? Is that Adrian in England there? Yeah, it is.
That's Melissa Adrian, Taylor England, Ollie Varney, Daniel Knight, Elliot Surtees, Ryan Sayers, JJ Hind, Jacob Hobbs, Jamie Green, Ethan Farrell, Nathan Jensen, Ethan Wyatt. Started 25th, Ethan up to 17th, so he has made some ground as Ethan. Nathan Traverse started 32nd, up to 18th for Nathan. So he's had a good run, I would say.
Bradley House, he's got out there and he's got very relaxed and just being leaded. It does appear to be a track where you really have to just not be tense. You have to really kind of flow it. Whereas, you look at these drivers, Sunday afternoon driving it for them. You're not seeing that kind of hunched aggression at all.
Hunched aggression. I do know what you mean.
That's how you drive.
Last lap. I don't drive hunched aggression.
You do in cars.
Do I?
Yeah, you're awful. I keep telling you, you're the most awful person of all.
I am an awful person on the track. Yes, I am. But I'm relaxed and I just don't look it. I'm not your friend.
No,
no. Yeah.
No.
Even in the briefing when we've gone karting.
Frightening. Frightening. The Joe Bradley race face is horrendous. It really is. You know,
I don't know how I'm doing it.
It's just, it's like
it's a sickness.
Well,
I know. Here we go. Last
over
lap.
the line. I'll give you a good example about Joe Bradley race face.
Okay, Bradley Howes has been very, very commanding here from 8th. He was very quickly into the lead ahead of Jack Maidment, who started on the pole, or started on the front row, I should say. He came second. Luke Evans third. Billy Book fourth. Harvey Quick. Melissa Adrian. Well, Melissa had dropped down towards the top 10. Now she's up to 6th. Ollie Varney up to 7th. Ollie Varney from 30th on the grid to 7th. Almost as that was a pretty strong drive from Ollie as well. Daniel Knight 8th. Elliot Surtees back into the top 10 in 9th place with Ryan Sayers 10. So something went on down the order there, as we had some drivers who were outside of the top 10 have now squeezed back in.
There's a marshal picking up a loose wheel.
Yeah, somebody lost a wheel.
Just to explain the Joe Bradley race.
It's Sam Wyatt. I think Sam Wyatt might have lost a wheel.
So I have been karting Joe on a number of occasions.
It was Taylor England who lost a wheel. That's what dropped Taylor down.
Just fun race rental karting. A, he's horrible. B, he hits you deliberately from behind rather than going past.
Well, you're going too slow.
And C, he won't tell you anything or give you any advice till the day's over. So he'll go, "Yeah, you're doing really well. Apart from that corner, you should have done this. Oh, thanks for that." This is the man who drives rental carts for a living up at Warden Law.
Not necessarily.
Well, you told me you did hours running the